Vayman on the Anti-Mage. We have Cafu on the Ogre Magi. And we have exclamation points on the Ancient Apparition. That's not going to be a hard game to cast at all. Those are easy games. Aggressive ward going down for Team Stratos. And it looks like both teams will secure a rune.
Look at this game. It just started, baby.
So the bounty rune is going to go to the Jakiro for Team TSW and to the Ember Spirit for Team Stratos. So it looks like their mid laner is definitely going to have an advantage here, or unless... Is this a mid Jakiro? It looks to be a mid lane Jakiro. So an interesting pick up by Team TSW. Frozen going to wrap around, throw out the concussive shot. Excuse me, the arcane bolt. And is going to do his very best to harass this Jakiro out of lane. Makes him separation so that Slayer can get some farm. Moving in once again is Frozen. Continually harassing with the arcane bolt. Dropping Jakiro fairly low. Frozen getting charged by the Spirit Breaker. He's going to have to be careful here. Spirit Breaker does cancel the charge. No vision of Frozen there. Slayer moving backwards against the Jakiro. Frozen not there to help him, throws down the Searing Chains. The Flame Guard is on, and Crumbling is going to fall to Slayer. That's going to be the first blood going the way of Team Stratos. And Slayer is going to manage to live. Just barely, and it looks like Team Stratos is going to take an early game lead. It's being pinged out by the Jakiro. Meanwhile, top lane, Frozen and Goodnight catching out Kingrid here in the river. Charge. Coming out of Kingrid onto nothing. He's going to cancel the charge. Still being chased on by Goodnight. Arcane Bolt coming out of Frozen. Slayer then joined the fray. Decides to turn around. Void coming out of Goodnight. Continuing to chase. Jakiro trying to help save his friend. Looks like Goodnight will not be stopped. Will use the Void to take him down. And Team Stratos moving up to a quick 2-0. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Lokarn closing in on his Soul Ring, being harassed backwards out of lane. Mid lane, Slayer and Crumbling, exchanging hits once again. This time, Ogre Magi in for TSW. Is he going to be able to get the stun up on Slayer? Slayer jumps in, throws down the Searing Chains. Is he going to be able to get away in time? Keifu moving forward. Slayer looks like he's going to go down to the Liquid Fire of Crumbling. But he's going to be caught out here behind the tower by Frozen. Frozen throws down the Arcane Bolt, and it's going to be enough to drop Jakiro with the help from the tower damage. Still a good trade for Team TSW, a much needed kill. Goodnight closing in on this Spirit Breaker here. Moving forward, just exchanging a few hits. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it seems that Lokarn has died to the Ancient Apparition in a battle with the Anti-Mage. Good for him, though. Making sure the kill went to the support and not to the carry. Frozen being caught out in the jungle by Kingrid and Keifu. Good Knight moving into the middle lane, coming in for a gank. Slayer throws down the Searing Chains, pops the Flame Guard. TP's coming in, charge coming out. Slayer is going to back off. No points into Ice Path for Crumbling. As he and Keifu move forward, here comes the charge on Kindred. He stops just as Slayer moves behind the tower.
Oh, Radiant just fortified their structure.
Good defensive TPs from Team TSW. Force Stratos to back off. Treads coming up on Animage. Jakiro reaching level 6. Still a little bit behind Slayer, but still doing quite well. Interesting core Jakiro pickup from Team TSW. Have not seen this in about 2 patches now, but so far it's not working out terribly for them. Jakiro looks like he's possibly going to run into Frozen. He's got to be careful with his bottle and the courier here. Frozen moving around, sees the courier. Is he going to be able to get it down? No. He does not right-click fast enough. Worried about the Spirit Breaker charge, he's just going to move down and help secure this bottom rune here. Frozen picking up a haster and moving back towards the middle lane. But unfortunately, Crumbling and Keifu are moving top under the guise of a smoke. BSJ's ward expires. Does he know that anything's wrong? Kindred moving forward, possibly stunning a little bit too early. Is BSJ going to be able to get away? Macropyre coming down. Keifu drops the stun. BSJ in trouble. Slayer jumping in, throws down the Searing Chains, but BSJ still going down. Spirit Breaker goes down as well, and Keifu on the Ogre Magi. Defensive TP's coming in from Slayer and Frozen as they try to chase down Crumbling. But he will get back behind the tower to safety. So a costly pickup for Team TSW. 200 gold swing going the way of Team Stratos. But they do put a little dent into the farm of BSJ. Looking to complete his Urn of Shadows. No kills yet for the Night Stalker, even though the Darkseer is doing an excellent job harassing this anti-mage down here. Meanwhile, in the river, Slayer catching out Keifu with the Searing Chains, pops the Flame Guard. Is it going to be enough? No, Keifu's going to be able to get away. Charge coming in from Kindred. Slayer in trouble. He is able to remnant away. Here comes the Nether Strike from Kindred. Slayer dropping low, just going to pop the Searing Chains and move away back across the river. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Frozen, out of mana, only 10 seconds left on the Arcane Boots. Good Knight coming in as well. Vayman very low on health. If he shows himself, it could be the end of him with 2 levels in Void for Night Stalker. Night Stalker moving out. Is he going to be able to get the Void onto Vayman? He silences him to prevent the blink. Lokarn jumping in. Is he going to be able to blink away? No. The Arcane Bolt from Frozen. Just enough mana for an Arcane Bolt. He gets the kill. And that's certainly an excellent play by Team Stratos. Almost a 500 gold swing coming their way. And it looks like now they're going to take this stack that the Anti-Mage has worked so hard to cultivate in this jungle. Frozen in a little bit of trouble. Charge coming out of Kindred. Stun possibly coming out of Keifu. Frozen just going to go down to the right clicks of Kindred. Slayer jumping in. 3-on-1. Remnants away. As Vayman jumps back in. Possibly hoping to join the fight. Lokarn alone down here in bottom lane. Gonna have to be careful. 3 heroes are headed his way. Meanwhile, mid lane. Slayer moving to secure the rune. Is he going to be able to do anything with it, is the question. BSJ and Frozen smoked up, wrapping around, looking to kill this AA. Oh no, it looks like they're going to go mid lane. But Crumbling has already left. BSJ pokes his head out, looking for any signs of light, but it looks like... No, Team TSW has no idea what's going on. Crumbling TP's back to the tower. Is this going to be the chance for Frozen coming out? Slayer diving past the tower. Kindred with the charge. Searing Chains come in a little too late. Crumbling gets silenced up, and Frozen is going to take the nether strike from Kindred and go down. Goodnight getting stunned up by Keifu. TP in by Ancient Apparition, and Goodnight is going to go down. Slayer still sitting in the woods. He's going to move bottom lane, see what he can do about this anti-mage. No, looks like he's just going to turn around. Charge up onto BSJ.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Charge coming in. BSJ gets hit by the ulti of Ancient Apparition. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Slayer in a little bit of trouble, just remnants away. Lokarn still possibly in a little danger, TPing out. Goodnight moving in, drops down the sentry ward, runs into Keifu. Not going to do anything about it. Frozen, tower destroyed, charge up on him, he does not know. Going down very quickly. Is Slayer going to be able to get the Searing Chains? He's not. Frozen's going to go down to Kindred. But he does get his ult off in time. Slayer, however, does not look like he's going to be able to get Crumbling. Goodnight comes in with the Void, takes care of Jakiro. Kindred getting low. Ultimate coming in from Ancient Apparition. Slayer's going to have to be careful. Slayer, is he going to die to this? Keifu coming in, trying to get some damage down onto him. Goodnight, still at full health, tries to right-click down Keifu, but it's not going to do him any good. Slayer is going to survive, headed back to base. And meanwhile, top lane, that ulti costing the Ancient Apparition as he goes down to BSJ.
Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant just
BSJ looking to take down this tier 1 tower. Is it going to be enough? Keifu running in. He does manage to get the tier 1 tower. Charge coming up onto whatever. Excuse me, BSJ. Crumbling has 1 point in Ice Path. Is he going to be able to get it? Misses the Ice Path, misses the Ancient Apparitional. Charge still coming out onto BSJ, gonna dive deep behind the tower. Frozen coming in, Nether Strike up on BSJ, Keifu coming in. Frozen drops the ulti, Goodnight. Macropire down in the woods. BSJ is gonna go down, Kindred still alive. Goodnight trying to get out of that Macropire. As TSW just spreads to the wind, Frozen being charged. Does have the Ion Shell, but it's not gonna do him a load of good as he's gonna go down to the right clicks of Kindred. Crumbling, going down to Lokarn. It's a 2-3-for-1 trade as Lokarn goes down to the right clicks of Keifu. TPing in, however, is Slayer. Slayer he's gonna dodge the Ancient Apparitional with the Remnant. Is he going to be able to get Keifu? The Flame Guard damage is going to be enough to bring him down. Goodnight going toe-to-toe with Kindred, asking for help from his teammate as he tries to get away. Slayer moving in, throws down the Searing Chains. Flame Guard doing quite a bit of damage. Kindred trying to TP out. Is it going to be enough? It is. Kindred is going to get away. Costly fight for both teams. Possible that with a farm up on Slayer there. Team Stratos came out on the other side. Clutch Searing Chains coming out of Slayer to help BSJ get out of that sticky situation. Bottom lane, Goodnight being charged. Slayer with the regen rune moving in. Stops the Nether Strike once with the Searing Chains. Manages to stop it again. Kingred getting low. BSJ coming in with the Whirling Axes. And it's going to be a double kill. No, excuse me. Amber Spirit. Slayer going to take down Kingred and Kavu going down to the right wings of Darkseer. Frozen dropping the ulti on Crumbling. Slayer coming in with the Searing Chains, holding him in place. And he's going to go down to BSJ. And it looks like Slayer, or excuse me, Team Stratos is going to take this opportunity, knock down this tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Vayman still has not completed his Battle Fury, sitting at 0-1, still third in net worth overall. But this is not looking good for Team TSW. And it looks like after this tower, Team Stratos is also going to take a Roshan with this. Looking like it's going to the BSJ. Ulti coming in from the Ancient Apparition. Still not going to deter Team Stratos from picking up this Roshan, but they must move quickly as Team TSW is moving in. Here comes the Ice Path. It's only going to catch out Lokarn. The Macro Pyre coming down at an odd angle, but Lokarn's still going to live. Mystic Flare whiffing. Slayer being caught up by Cold Feet. BSJ going to have to be careful. He is going to lose the Aegis immediately. Ice Path and Ice Blast still going to catch out BSJ. Slayer moving in, taking down Keifu. The wall is dropped, but no vacuum coming out of Lokarn. Kingred charging away. BSJ moving in quickly. Searing Chain's going to catch out Crumbling. Mana Void coming out. It's going to take care of Goodnight. Looks like this Arcane Blast is going to take care of Crumbling. Slayer getting low. Throws the Searing Chains up on Vayman. Is he going to blink backwards? Whatever. Excuse me, BSJ with the bashes. Going to take care of the Anti-Mage. Charge still coming out onto BSJ. It's going to be canceled by Kingred, who thinks better of it. Slayer TPing back to base. And I believe that was a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Team Stratos. So definitely not a wasted Roshan. As they get their fair share of kills out of that Aegis. And that is going to be BSJ's Sanjin Yasha. Meanwhile, no new items up on Kingred. Possibly looking to go Maelstrom or Armlet with that Glove of Haste there. Boots out on the Ancient Apparition. Crumbling does have a mech, possibly looking for a Yule's Scepter. Slayer being charged. Coming in with Keifu as well. Slayer going to have to be careful. Is he going to have time to Remnant out? He does. But he's going to be hit by the stuns from Keifu. Goodnight definitely in some trouble here. Needs to get out as quickly as possible. No TP's coming in from his teammates. Is he going to be able to get out in time? No, he's going to be hit by the Ice Path and the charge. And another Flaming Blast, or Fire Blast, excuse me, from Keifu is going to be the end of Goodnight. Battle Fury finally up on Vayman. Mechanism coming out on Lokarn. 2,400 sitting in the bank. And that is going to be a Blink Dagger on Lokarn, which just increased Team Stratos' teamfight potential even more. These vacuum walls coming out of nowhere. Searing Chains Possibly be the end of TSW here. Stratos grouping up in the mid lane, looking like they possibly want to push down this tier 1 tower, or tier 2 tower, excuse me. Moving into the jungle, looking to see if they can find anybody. They'll find no one. Are they going to move out onto this tower? They see Kindred out there. And Keifu. They're now revealing themselves to Team TSW as they pass by the Sentry Ward, or excuse me, Observer Ward. 3. They do not know that BSJ is there, but they know that most of Team Stratos is there. Cave. The Soul Ring. Charge coming out onto Slayer. It's going to be canceled. Vayman just going to TP away as he spots out Stratos trio moving down towards the bottom lane. Lokarn being left alone here in this mid lane is being charged. No TP's available. Lokarn being bashed away because of Pop the Mech. The Ice Blast coming in. He's going to go down to the Mana Void. The Ice Blast is going to hit on Slayer. Is he going to be able to remnant out? He's popped the DD rune. He's just going to turn back in on Keifu. Throws down the Searing Chains. Is it going to be enough? Sleight of Fist. He is going to manage to get the kill there. It's a 1-for-1 trade. But Team Stratos looking like they want more. As the Ancient Apparition is still up in the top lane. Slayer getting caught out under tower in the Ice Path. Get a Remnant back behind the wall. TP back to base. Charge coming out onto BSJ. Gonna be canceled. Helmet of Dominator up on BSJ. Slayer jumping in on Kindred, crumbling, coming to his aid. It's going to be enough to deter him. Charge coming out on Frozen. He's going to run into Goodnight. It's going to bash him aside. Frozen in trouble. Nether Strike going to be canceled. Ice Blast coming out. It's going to catch Goodnight and Frozen. BSJ going ham on Vayman. Is he going to get the bash? No. Vayman's going to be able to jump away. Goodnight in trouble. Burning and freezing at the same time. Frozen going to die to the macro fire damage from the Jakiro. Or the liquid fire damage, excuse me. BSJ moving in. He's going to bash up Keifu. He's going to get Yules. Going to allow Keifu some time to get away, but BSJ is just going to switch to the Rain's Axis. He's blinking forward onto Crumbling. Is this going to be a double kill for BSJ? Pops the Whirling Axis. Cannot get a bash. He does. He gets the bash on the last hit. And that's a double kill and a dominating streak for BSJ. And Team Stratos takes a 4-for-1 trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
2,100 gold swing going away of Team Stratos. That's going to put them about 7,500 gold ahead. And a 5,000 XP lead. Goodnight being charged by Kindred. He's moving further and further away from his teammates. He's gonna want to be careful. Kindred cancels the charge. Will be up again in 3 seconds as Keifu begins moving. Charge is gonna come out on Goodnight once again. He knows that the charge is coming out. It's going to be canceled. Goodnight gonna move out of the way of the Ice Blast just in time. As BSJ is going to show himself here in lane. Charge coming out on the range creep and then immediately canceled as Kindred thinks better of it having seen BSJ. Frozen working on a Glimmer Cape. Battle Fury up on the Ember Spirit. BSJ being charged is going to avoid the Nether Strike twice thanks to Void and Searing Chains. Ice Blast going to hit whatever, and Slayer. Slayer coming back in with the clutch Searing Chains. Lokarn dropping the wall. Crumbling. Moving parallel to the wall is going to get hit by the Mystic Flare. And amazingly, Team Stratos is going to be able to get out of that engagement without losing a single hero. Slayer TPing top catches Vayman in the Searing Chains. Vayman trying to TP out, taking damage from Slayer and the tower is going to be enough to get away. Casual Ice Blast coming at the Ancient Apparition. Going to hit Lokarn. Lokarn being charged up. Not going to be there quite in time as Lokarn TPs back to base. BSJ just missing Roshan. As the respawn timer is now at an end. And the big guy is back in the pit. Guardian Greaves coming out on Lokarn and the Boots of Travel up on BSJ. Meanwhile, top lane, Slayer being gone on, charged up by Kingrid, taking damage from Vayman, and he's going to go down to the Mana Void. That's a 1,500 gold swing in favor of TSW. Are they going to be able to catch out Lokarn here? Lokarn blinking away as soon as Kingrid comes into vision. Anti-Mage on the hunt, Vlad's and Yasha. Meanwhile, in the Roche pit, BSJ and Frozen discover that Roshan is alive and they mean to kill him. No Ice Blast up on the Ancient Apparition. Oh, the Ice Blast is back up. Not going to use it, they do not suspect anything, and BSJ is just going to take another easy Roche. Top lane, Lokarn being charged is going to take the damage from the charge. Vayman jumps in, right clicks out onto Lokarn. Lokarn pops the Guardian Greaves and is going to survive the Mana Void, throws up the wall and the vacuum, and that's going to be a double kill for Team Stratos. Ember Spirit, Slayer on the Ember Spirit getting the kills on Kingrid and Vayman. What an amazing play by Lokarn. Does not freak out, manages to keep his cool, just pops the Guardian Greaves, waits for TPs coming in from his teammates. And they secure themselves a double kill. Yule's Scepter finally finished on the Jakiro. BSJ blinking forward, gonna miss, or no, he is gonna be hit by the Ice Blast. And gets stuck here in the ice path. Is it going to be enough time for Crumbling to get away? BSJ moving through the trees, is he gonna be able to find him? The jukes from Crumbling. Crumbling moving toward BSJ, just gonna blink forward and finish him off. As the Ancient Apparition manages to get away, and meanwhile, mid lane Slayer in trouble, going to Remnant away, but Kingrid still going through with the charge. No, he's going to cancel. Slayer going to slide a fist, Searing Chains in. Vayman going to receive the Bloodlust from Keifu. Slayer still trying to harass. This Frozen and Goodnight move into position. Meanwhile, bottom lane, BSJ with a Crit Wolf to help his damage. Going to take down this tier 2 tower. completely uncontested and just going to move top lane. See what damage he could possibly do there, unbeknownst to him. Vayman is right there. BSJ blinks in. Is the fervor and the bash is going to be enough. He throws down the whirling axe as Vayman blinks away. BSJ and Slayer going to manage to avoid the ice blast. Night Stalker coming forward. Silences up. Vayman throws down the void. BSJ blinking in. Is he going to be able to get the right amount of right clicks? Macro Fire going down. They're all caught in the ice blast. BSJ losing the Aegis. Frozen coming in under the guise of Glimmer Cape. Silences up Vayman, and the vacuum illusion wall into the Mystic Flare brings down Keifu and Vayman. Kindred begins charging away. Team Stratos diving down past the tower, trying to take care of Crumbling. And he's going to fall underneath his tier 3. And PSJ diving deep into the enemy base manages to take out the Ancient Apparition as well. Kindred just going to completely charge away from his base into the bottom lane while Team Stratos charging down top lane, just completely burning through this tier 2 tower. Probably going to move on to tier 3s here as well. 4 Stratos heroes down, only 2 with buyback. They're going to buy themselves some time with this glyph here. Fervor coming out from BSJ. Or excuse me, Battle Trance coming out from BSJ. Charge coming out onto Goodnight. Gonna be canceled. Melee Barracks going down. Ice Blast coming out. It's gonna catch 3. Nether Strike coming out onto BSJ. Fire Blast as well. BSJ moving back. As Vayman and Crumbling both about to be up. Team Stratos severely crippled the range racks and took down the melee racks in the top lane. And they're going to be content to move back, regen some health, and regroup, try again. Only 1 outer tower remaining for Team TSW here in this best of 1. And things are looking bleak as Team Stratos has accumulated a 15,000 gold lead and a 15,000 XP lead. Bottom lane, Vayman coming under assault from Team Stratos. Going to fall to the vacuum wall and the right clicks from BSJ. Excellent gank from the Stratos trio. Eye of Scotty coming out onto Slayer. BSJ already with his Eye of Scotty. Moving down with the Anti-Mage dead, looking to help put some pressure on this bottom tier 3. Anti-Mage does have buyback. Meanwhile, mid lane Slayer taking care of Crumbling on the Jakiro, and that's 2 cores down. So it looks like that's going to be the go-ahead for Stratos to go ahead and push on this tower. Slayer joining in. Tower falling quickly. Don't believe there's a glyph up for the Radiant team. Goodnight popping the ult. Keifu finding himself in a bit of trouble underneath the tier 4s. BSJ pops the Battle Trance and takes him down with the ranged axes. That's the melee racks to fall and the range racks shortly after. So down 3 racks is Team TSW. And Stratos just content to move to the middle lane and take out this tier 2 tower. Only 1 second left up on Vayman as he rejoins the game. Ice Blast coming out. Stratos going to move, avoid it completely. Take down the middle tier 3 tower and start whacking on these barracks. Melee rack's about to go down. It will fall. Whatever. Excuse me, BSJ caught up in the ice path. Lokarn taking the last hit on that ranged Rex, and it looks like they're going to move to Mega Creeps here as BSJ takes down the last remaining ranged barracks. Slayer being force-staffed out by Frozen. Vacuum wall coming in from Lokarn. Kindred gonna go down. Vayman pops the Mana Void. Is gonna go down to the right clicks of BSJ, and the GGs come out from Team TSW. As Team Stratos just continues to roll through the base, not leaving anybody alive. GG, Team Stratos moving on from the round of 16. Here in the Summit 4 qualifiers. ladies and gentlemen, if there are more Stratos games today, you can catch them right here on twitch.tv/Elon Rafi. We'll be back after a short break.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the coverage of Team Stratos and their run through the Open Qualifiers for Beyond the Summits, the Summit 4. I'm your host, Rafi Doda, and here we are
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
in the draft. Team Stratos taking on, I believe, their name is Team
Come on,
PNG.
Radiant team, you gotta pick him right.
Fresh off of a win against Team Mischief, which was manned by IX Mike and Ush.
Entire team, pick them up, pick them out.
Team PNG is correct. I've just been informed.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
So we see the standard gyrocopter band coming out of Team Stratos, and we see a tiny band coming out of Stratos. For Team PNG, we see Undying and Bounty Hunter banned out. Bounty Hunter probably banned out due to, although he did get nerfed in 6.85, still a very good gold swing hero with the track golds, capable of turning what seems to be a minor engagement into a huge gold swing for his team. And the Undying has been picked by Lokarn over the past few games, and Team PNG did have a little bit of trouble with it as it was played by IX Mike in their last game.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
So we see a Winter Wyvern pickup from Team Stratos.
Reserve time.
Hero usually played by Frozen, and the Night Stalker pickup probably going to be a support Night Stalker played by Goodnight. So we're seeing a little bit of a similar Stratos strategy here from Stratos. And this Night Stalker pick has really been a big thing for them. Nobody that they've played seems to have done their research and picked up on these picks. For Stratos, Night Stalker sort of a hybrid hero for Goodnight, starting off in a ganking support role and then later moving on into much more higher damage output role. So we see a Lena come out along with the Tusk, probably going to be a support Lena. She did receive enough nerfs in the newest patch to keep her predominantly out of the core set of heroes. A Viper ban coming out of Team Stratos, and the Darkseer ban coming out of PNG, along with a PL ban.
Entire team band.
So I've seen some team fight heroes banned out by PNG. I've also seen some heavy pushing heroes banning from PNG.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Interesting. It's possible that they're just poor at playing against the PL. I'm seeing what's looking like a heavy team fight gank style strategy coming out from PNG so far. We're seeing a similar aggressive lineup look from Team Stratos with Winter Wyvern there, though. It adds a little bit of ability for late game transition. Winter's Curse, really good lockdown ult. The support is capable of being a game changer all throughout the game. Taking a decent amount of time to decide their next bans, as we've had a confusing draft here so far from Team PNG. They're going to ban out the Slardar, which was played by Team PNG last game in their victory over Team Mischief.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
And we see a Clockwork pickup coming out of Team Stratos. Haven't seen the Clockwork played by Stratos before probably going to be picked up by possibly Lokarn in the off lane. Assuming that this Night Stalker is in fact the hybrid support played by Goodnight. Stratos yet to pick up their mid hero for Slayer and the carry for BSJ.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now.
Reserve time.
Definitely a lockdown style strategy here for Team Stratos. You get the Winter's Curse, you get the hook into the cogs. So now they're probably going to be looking for some heavy damage dealers, possibly a TA pickup for Slayer. Could also see an Ember Spirit picked up for Slayer.
Queen of
We see Queen of Pain come out
Team, pick it good.
for PNG.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Hey, Morty, guess what time it is?
I don't know, Rick, what is it?
It's reserve time.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Radiant team pick.
Alright, so we see a Wind Ranger pick up for Stratos. Probably going to be the mid lane hero that we were talking about for Slayer. Have not seen the Wind Ranger picked for Stratos recently. A very versatile hero, good at escaping, good at counter ganks and ganks. Also a good pusher, really a great, well-rounded hero.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now. Hey, Morty, guess what time it is?
I don't know, Rick, what is
So
it?
it's quite possible that we see some type of Cleave or Battle Fury hero coming here out of BSJ. We do see two squishy intelligence heroes in the Lena and the Queen of Pain. High damage dealers, though. And sort of a initiator, crowd control tank style Tusk, most likely. Probably a support Tusk, although he could take the offlane. Still waiting on the last pick for Team PNG. Only 30 seconds left of reserve time before we move here into the next stage of bans. The Spectre pickup from Team PNG. Spectre recently a small rework. Overall, I believe a buff coming out of 6.85. Is definitely going to provide this gank-oriented lineup a good carry to work with. Spectre being able to jump into any team fight with her Haunt. A very tanky hero and a high damage dealer as well.
Reserve time.
So still managing to keep in the dark whether or not this Tusk is going to be a support Tusk or an off-lane Tusk, leaving Stratos in quite a peculiar position here in dealing with their bans. And they're going to ban out the Witch Doctor.
Ooh, Radiant team ban.
So while they are interested in grouping up in these fights using the Cogs and the Winter's Curse here, not interested in being stunned up by the Witch Doctor if they manage to miss somebody. Don't want to have to force Frozen to make those 5-man Winter's Curses all the time. The team fight just can't possibly depend on that. The last ban for Team PNG is going to be the Anti-Mage.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Well, what do you know? It's reserve time.
30 seconds of reserve time left here for this last pick for Team Stratos.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
An Ursa pickup coming for Team Stratos. An interesting pickup, possibly going to be played by BSJ. Ursa, a very high damage dealer, probably going to do well against Spectre in the early game, but not a lot of late game potential here. For Stratos, and a Batrider pickup out of PNG. Not entirely sure where this Queen of Pain is going to go. Queen of Pain could go offlane with a little bit of support from Lena, with the Batrider going mid, possibly. Or it could be a jungle Batrider. So Team Stratos is going to have a good, sizable window in which to dominate, but there is going to be a certain time cap for them to where Ursa's going to fall off and the reign of Spectre is going to begin. So we'll see if Team Stratos can get it done here. Going to have to come out of the gates early. So Team Stratos taking the Dire side. We have BSJ on the Ursa. We have Slayer on the Wind Ranger, Lokar on the offlane Clockwork, Frozen on the Winter Wyvern, and Goodnight on the hybrid support Night Stalker. Bottom lane seeing a little bit of action already between the Clockwork and the Tuskar. Tuskar played by Hoke. We have BG on the Spectre. We have unintelligible Chinese characters on the Lena and the Queen of Pain. And we have Fool God on the Batrider. And it looks like Batrider is going to be here in the offlane. Going to get spotted out by Slayer. Slayer hasn't skilled an ability yet. Going to throw some right clicks. Team Stratos is going to move to secure this top rune.
Oh my god, the battle's about to start.
Relax, Morty. Relax. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Huddle in. Huddle in with me.
Batrider on a boots first build. Probably going to need it if he's going to go offlane. Not a lot of damage output from Batrider, but he's going to be able to need to duck in and out of experience range, get the gold that he needs to survive in that offlane. So it looks like Queen of Pain is going to be the mid laner.
It starts. It started.
For Team PNG, she's going to pick up the bounty rune. Slayer picking up the bounty rune for Team Stratos. Frozen getting caught out here by Okay. Gonna take some right-click damage and pop the Arctic Burn and move past the Ice Shards there. Gonna throw a little bit of long-range damage out onto Okay, force him to pop a tango. A little bit of aggression coming out from both teams early. Goodnight wrapping around on the Batrider, gonna throw down the Void. Batrider throwing down the sticky napalm onto Goodnight. Getting those right clicks in, making sure his damage is felt. BSJ moving forward, throwing down some right clicks. Void again for Goodnight. He's got to watch himself getting quite a few stacks of sticky napalm there on Lokar doing his best. Meanwhile, mid lane, Frozen caught out again by OK in the Ice Shards. Arctic Burn not going to be up in time. He's going to go down to OK. Slayer trying to recoup the loss by taking out the Queen of Pain, but nothing doing. Queen of Pain's just going to pop this out. And First Blood's going to go the way of Team PNG. Okay, buying some sentries, pinging out this ward here on their ancients. They know it's there. Slayer gonna take the dagger. Lokarn moving through the woods is spotted out by the Lina. No rocket flare up on Lokarn. Moving forward, gonna try and get in range to activate the battery assault. He is gonna be able to activate the battery assault. Not enough time to get the cogs down as he's hit by the light strike array. Manages to trap the Lina inside the cogs. Lokarn gets hit by the light strike array and by the spectral dagger. Not going to be able to get the kill off on the Lina, it seems. Lina wrapping around behind. Going to throw some right clicks out at Lokarn. BG sitting at about half health. Plenty of regen. Meanwhile, BSJ and Full God exchanging right clicks. The Bat Rider with 2 points and a Firefly. Okay, coming into the mid lane for the double damage room. This is the Ice Shards on Slayer. Slayer just gonna activate Wind Run and move away. Full God. Firefly on, moving back behind the tower. Lokarn moving forward onto BG. I have to be careful, gets hit by the Light Strike array, taking right clicks from BG. Is he going to go down? No, he's going to be able to move back behind the tower into the woods and pop his salve. Okay, once again, moving into the mid lane. No ward here for the Dire side. Gonna move into the secret shop, move around. Is he gonna be able to snipe out this courier? It does have the bottle on it, but it looks like Slayer, sensing danger, is gonna move it around the long way. Bat Rider TPing back into the lane after falling into the hands of Frozen. Boots only now on the Bat Rider. Mid lane, Good Night with the Invis rune. Man it up. Wants to go on this Queen of Pain. If she makes one wrong move, she's gonna be history. Frozen jumping down with the Arctic Burn, silences up the Queen of Pain. Good Night popping the Void. Queen of Pain getting low. Is she gonna be able to blink away? No. She's gonna go down to the right clicks of the Night Stalker. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Lokarn going down to the right clicks of BG. Tried to trap Spectre in the cogs, but OK was there. Good Night and OK. Gonna do some battle in the river here. OK, completely out of mana, looking to his teammates for support, not gonna find any. But Good Night's just gonna back away here. Meanwhile, top lane, BSJ on the run. Fearing the right clicks of Full God, the sticky napalm and stacks plus the right clicks is gonna be enough to do him in. No TPs coming out of Stratos. And that's his first death on BSJ, 400 gold swing in favor of Team PMG. And that's 2 failed ganks by Team Stratos on the BG Spectre and on Full God's Bat Rider, both of them managing to get away with low health. Good Night moving through the jungle manages to take out the Lina bottom lane. Bottle now up on the Bat Rider. BSJ falling behind at net worth. Takes a stack of sticky napalm and a right click for Full God. Meanwhile, Frozen rotating in behind the tower, trying to help out BSJ. BSJ charging forward. Frozen popping the Arctic Burn. Full God turns on Firefly. He does have a lasso available to him. BSJ just running straight through the tower. He is going to grab BSJ. Frozen needs to throw down the Cool Embrace as fast as he can. He gets stunned up by the Light Strike array. It's not going to be enough. BSJ's going to fall into the tower, and Frozen soon to follow. As he's taking damage from the tower, Cold Embrace not going to do him much good as he's still within tower range. And a failed gank from Frozen and BSJ could be costly here for Team Stratos. Their carry falling even further down. Slayer opening up the focus fire onto the Queen of Pain. Throws out the power shot. Goodnight moving through the jungle, possibly looking for a gank here on BG, knowing that the Lena's missing. Goodnight coming in, throws down the Void. Silence is up. BG, Lokarn with just enough mana for the hook. Doesn't manage to get the cogs off. He knows where BG is. BG moving down into the river. But Frozen is there. With the Arctic Burn on, he's going to be able to get BG. This is going to be a surefire kill, and Slayer comes in with the power shot, taking away the kill. Taking it for himself. And BG's going to go down. BSJ now at a level disadvantage here in the off lane against Fool God. Lena back out in lane. Okay, wrapping around. Didn't see Lokarn right there till the very last minute. Lokarn does, however, know. But there's a Observer Ward right there on the well-placed sentry. And that's a free 50 gold to Team Stratos. Okay, possibly looking to de-ward the river here. Hasn't put down a sentry yet as Goodnight moves away. They do have vision of him there. Is not going to throw down the sentry ward. Moving forward. Goodnight backing off. Okay, going to throw down the sentry ward. Destroy the sentry ward there. Team Stratos.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, because Radiant just fortified.
Slayer activating Focus Fire. No TPs in so far from Team PNG. Is this tier 1 tower going to fall to Slayer before Queen of Pain can get there? No, Slayer seeing the Queen of Pain, just going to back off. Possibly look for some kill potential here. Queen of Pain jumps in with the Shadow Dagger. Shadow Strike, excuse me, meanwhile. Top lane. BSJ, Goodnight, and Frozen all smoking up, moving towards the middle lane. Looking for a kill on this Queen of Pain, and if Lena sticks around, it might just be her head as well. Or is BSJ moving to the Roche pit? BSJ at level 8 with his Morbid Mask is going to try to take an early Roshan here. Bottom lane, Lokarn being gone on by Tuskar. Okay, Queen of Pain jumping down with the Sonic Wave. Lokarn going to go down to the combined forces of Tusk and BG there. Queen of Pain moving in with the double damage. BSJ stepping out of the Roche pit, wants to take down the Queen of Pain for some extra life. Gets shackled up, and BSJ is going to be able to take her down. BSJ getting low, goes down to OK. Lokarn he dropped to BJ, taking care of Slayer. Goodnight and Frozen trying to retreat. Lena moving in, throws down the Dragon Slave. Goodnight going to be falling to the Laguna Blade. Frozen's the only one left alive, moving back into the middle lane. Not much damage done by BSJ onto Roche. Looks like Team PNG is just going to ward up the Roche pit and move back out. Lokarn keeping BG here in the bottom lane. BG just going to try to move up. Lokarn once again moving in towards BG. Doesn't know that OK's there in the jungle. Gonna have to be careful here. TP's coming in from Slayer and from Goodnight. They know that OK's here. He's going to pop the battery assault, try and move towards catching him in the cogs. Hookshot comes out, cogs go down, and Okay, he's going to fall to the void of the Night Stalker, and it looks like Stratos is going to try to push in on this Tier 2 bottom tower. Looks like Stratos is pushing in on the Tier 2 top, or Tier 1 top as well. Trying to do the last of his mangoes. BG in the jungle, good night. Spotting him out. Focus fire coming out.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the first tower is going to fall the way of Stratos Gaming.
Completely gone.
Batrider currently sitting atop the net worth chart. BSJ and Slayer just to follow. BSJ unfortunately sitting at 0-3. Spectre sitting at 2-2 for PNG. Stratos is definitely going to make something happen here, and quickly. Spectre not going to come on for quite some time, but they're going to need to work fast.
Man, you might as well save that.
Fortify coming out for PNG. Slayer going to pop the focus fire, says, I'm going to take this tower, whether you like it or not. Going to shackle up the Queen of Pain so that he can make sure to get the last hit. Good night coming into the void. Power shot coming out. Queen of Pain getting low. Still moving forward, however. Okay, and Tusk. Batrider invis, blinks in, grabs Slayer. Sonic Wave comes out, and the snowball. Slayer's going to fall before any of his teammates can react. Lokarn moving to the bottom lane. Sees the Spectre. Gonna think better of it, gonna move towards the mid lane against Okay. Good night. Diving in. Hook shot coming out from Lokarn. Dogs going down. Does manage to trap. Okay. Arctic Burn coming out of Frozen. The long range shot. Clockwork gonna finish him off with the last hit. BSJ. Top lane being chased down by Fool God. Fool God pops a Firefly. BSJ is going to blink away. Fool God thinks he's in the trees. The Haunt coming out of PG. The BSJ is far behind the tower at this point, and that's a wasted Spectre ult. BSJ acts like he's going to go in. 3 coming out of the jungle there. The Lina, the Queen of Pain, Fool God. Slayer gonna go ahead and move top. Wants to make sure he can protect his carry. As BSJ's already 0-3.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good night, TP'd in. Moving forward. Wind Raider illusion staying with the Lina. Are they gonna dive past the tower? They're not. Slayer just gonna throw out a power shot. Make sure his damage is felt. They do know that the Queen of Pain has moved towards the middle lane. BG also in the middle lane. Full God and OK. Moving down, is Lokarn going to run into them?
Radiant just fortified their structures.
Meanwhile, top lane, Slayer burning through focus fire once again, going to take down this tier 1 tower. Trying desperately to take away map control from Team PNG. Full God with lasso up. Level 2, Firefly on. Ready to blink forward.
Radiant's top tower is destroyed.
When are these people gonna learn? When are these people gonna learn, Morty?
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
BSJ moving forward, doesn't see anybody. Looking for a gank. Blinking forward, Winter's Curse goes down onto Queen of Pain. BSJ manages to take her out. He's going to be the victim of the Laguna Blade and the Flaming Lasso. 2 ults burned down by PNG. BJ jumping forward. Frozen throws down the Cold Embrace. Okay, going down on Goodnight. Goodnight tries to TP out. Is it going to be enough? He's not going to be able to get out. Goes down to the Light Strike Array. Fortunately, Slayer could not be part of that fight. Did not TP into the middle tower to help his teammates. And you got to wonder if Lokarn and Slayer had been there, would it have been a different story for Team Stratos? 3-for-1 engagement, okay. Moves back to the base with only 182 HP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
BSJ and Slayer slipping beneath Fool God and BG. In the net worth chart, battling back and forth, all three of them sitting at about 6,000 gold. BSJ deciding he wants to have another go at Roshan now that he's got a little bit more level under his belt. Got a Helm of the Dominator for a little bit more armor and damage. Rosen being bashed up. Team PNG has no idea this is what BSJ is up to. And they're going to take the Roshan uncontested. Looks like it's going to be a short Roshan. Good night, spotting out Fool God. Know that they really want to be able to take him out.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is done for.
Lokar and BSJ moving down onto this tier 2 tower. No TPs have come out for Team PNG.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stratos moving forward into the mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They have been spotted out. Good night, still in the jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is
Queen
under
of Pain,
attack.
sensing danger, going to move top into the tree line. It's possible that this creep wave's going to catch one of them out. Slayer moving up towards the trees. Moving in the wrong direction of the Queen of Pain. Still has the Invis rune up. Is he going to reveal himself? He is. It's possible that the Queen of Pain's just going to TP home. Meanwhile, mid lane, Fool God trying to blink in on BSJ. BSJ immediately blinks away. Gonna pop the Firefly. Look to get Lokarn. Is gonna manage to bounce BSJ to the side. Does manage to bounce him out of the Ice Shards. Snowball coming out on Tusk. And the Cogs from Lokarn is gonna be able to be enough to save him. BSJ moving in. Takes down OK. Age is still up. Fool God gonna burn the flaming lasso. All of Stratos getting low. Slayer moving in. Trying to take out Fool God. Winter's cursed up. Lena not going to be able to fall. BSJ on his second life. Surrounded by enemy heroes. Is this going to be a team wipe? No, Goodnight's going to be able to manage to TP away, but BSJ loses his life twice. Spectre now sitting atop the net worth. A Sacred Relic in hand, and these messy team fights look like they're going to cost Team Stratos dearly. Costing them to this tier 1 tower. The key to Roshan on the map. Going to lose a little bit of map control here. Only one tier 1 tower remaining for Team Stratos. Radiant now sitting about 500 gold up. 3,000 experience up. 4 staff out on Lena to deal with the Cogs. 4 staff on Batrider.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like 4 staff coming out onto the Tuskar as well. Queen of Pain with 3,000 gold in the bank. No major items up on her yet. Stratos possibly going to be scouted out here by the Frozen Sigil. Now BSJ moving forward into the opposing team's jungle. They're going to spot out OK. Is Lokarn going to throw the hook? No, they're going to back off thinking better of it. They cannot see where the rest of Team PNG is across the map. Launching a flare. Lokarn's going to manage to see all of them. Flaming Lasso already back up. On Full God blinking forward. Just going to miss Slayer. BSJ blinking in on BG. Gonna right click him down as fast as he can. And Stratos possibly looking to take down this tier 2 tower. Roach coming back up in about 3 minutes. No TPs yet from Team PNG. OK is moving backwards. TPs are up on the Batrider and the Lena and the Queen of Bane. They're going to have to be careful. They do have a glyph to pop, I believe. Slayer dropping down the focus fire. Ice shards coming out, trapping BSJ underneath the tower, but it doesn't appear that any TPs have come out just yet. It looks like they possibly want to try to go for Stratos' tier 2 tower. BSJ still taking yet more damage from the ice shards. And they're going to take the middle tier 2 tower uncontested and possibly look to move to the bottom tier 2 tower, sitting at just above half health.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Aghanim Scepter immediate buy coming out on the Queen of Pain. BSJ with the crit wolf. Moving down to the bottom tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant team with not a lot of vision. Both teams looking at only about half of the map. Is Frozen Sigil going to spot out BSJ? And Good Night as well. Good Night with a Gem of True Sight. Gonna want to be careful as they take out the reward and remove their vision. Radiance now up on Spectre. These types of AoE abilities in Firefly, and Sonic Wave, Light Strike Array, and now with this Radiance up on Spectre, Team Stratos is going to have to be really careful about what they want to do and how they want to engage. In most situations, Stratos probably going to be looking to take minor pickoffs and then engage in a 4v5 rather than engage in a full-on team fight. Force staff completed on the Tuskar, smoking up. Blinking in on BSJ. Oh god. Moves forward. And a Scream of Pain or Sonic Wave coming out from the Queen of Pain. Lokarn hooking backwards. They're going to avoid losing him as well, but Frozen is going to go down to BG in the jungle. Queen of Pain blinking forward onto Goodnight. Do not want to lose this Jim. Goodnight moving forward is going to get caught out by the ice shards. Is Lokarn going to be able to save him? No. Jim is going to hit the deck, and that's a 3-for-none trade in favor of Team PNG. Stratos still with 4 remaining outer towers.
Force field leads me to believe that Dyer's fortified their structure. Oh boy, Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Going to be able to deter Team PNG here. Although the gold graph was taking a dip in their favor, it's right back up to a 2,000 gold lead for Team PNG and 3,000 gold lead for Team PNG. A 7,500 XP difference in favor of Team PNG. As things are not looking good for Team Stratos, who down 10 in the kill charts. And they're looking to make something happen right here. Moving through the jungle. Smoked up, but all of Team PNG is sitting in base, so it appears that this could possibly be a wasted smoke here. Although PNG has no vision of the roast pit, BSJ moving in, wants to take a second Roshan, does have his Skull Basher up, as well as an Aghanim Scepter on Slayer. Frozen with Arcane Boots trying to get the Glimmer Cape available to him. Good night with the Aghanim Scepter. No longer has a gem. Full God jumping in. Is he going to blink in onto Full God? Lokarn misses the hook, finds BSJ instead. BSJ going to get stunned up by the Light Striker Ray. Both are going to get hit by the Sonic Wave, but not before they take down Full God. BSJ moving forward, looking for the Queen of Pain. Is he going to be able to find her in time? Jumps down, manages to get the first hit bash, and Queen of Pain is going to go down to BSJ. Oh no, she manages to blink away. Queen of Pain actually managed to escape and has used the regen rune. How she managed to blink away is beyond me. Absolutely incredible. BSJ and TPing top, possibly looking for a one-on-one with BG. Has not been seen yet. BG going to go ahead and TP out inside the tree line. And Stratos is just going to back off here. BSJ picking up a Perseverance. Goodnight picking up his second gem of True Sight, possibly looking to build a Lincoln Sphere on the Ursa to avoid the jump ins of Full God. Meanwhile, all of Team PNG sitting bottom lane. All the TP's mostly up. Goodnight getting gone on here. Is he going to be able to survive? No. Slayer throws in the shackle, but Full God's going to jump in, hit him with a flaming lasso, and Queen of Pain going to throw it on the screen.
There's no accident anymore.
And Slayer's going to go down as well, and just when things were looking up for Team Stratos, they lose 2 of their key players.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Those little rascals are hitting Dyer's bottom tower.
BSJ and Frozen
Great.
moving forward. Full God blazing through the trees with Firefly on. BSJ going to blink forward.
Not nukes, the nukes.
Aghanim Scepter coming out for the Bat Rider soon enough. He already has the point booster and the Staff of Wizardry. BSJ's Aegis about to be reclaimed. Sitting at 2 and 6. Really needs something to happen here. Gonna move in, take down this tier 2 tower. And really at this point, with The Spectre coming online faster than they expected, already with her Yasha and a Radiance. Team Stratos should probably look towards some more objective gaming, see if with their high attack speed and power they couldn't wrap this out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could you?
Queen with a double damage rune in the TP. Lena also with the TP, and it looks like Stratos is just going to back off, content to let their creeps do some damage to this tier 3 bottom tower. Lokarn with a missed hook once again, running into the back of his teammate.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And unfortunately, the Firefly is going to be enough to give away Full God's position. Full God getting hit up by the Winter's Curse. BSJ not doing enough damage, manages to get him down. He's going to be hit by the Walrus Punch of Tuskar. Still only 1 life down for BSJ. Lokarn getting low, backing up. BSJ blinking forward, takes down Melina, bashes up Okay. Is Okay going to be able to get away? Yes, he is. He's going to force snap away. BSJ giving chase. Good night. Throws down the Void. Is Okay going to be able to get the deny on the neutral creeps? Moving towards BSJ. Wrong target as Goodnight goes down. Throws up the Walrus Punch. BSJ dropping the Earth Shock. Is he going to be able to take down the Queen of Pain? Ice Shards come out, and he's going to go down to the right clicks of Queen of Pain. He can't get Queen of Pain or Okay. And BG just comes in and cleans up. That's our Manta Style, and that's a team wipe for Team Stratos. And things are not looking good. That's a 2,200 gold swing in the favor of Team PNG. 5,000 gold lead, as well as a 10,000 experience lead. Slayer picking up a Desolator here. The hook comes out from Lokarn. He's going to be force snapped away, and the cogs are not going to be able to hit BG. Is not going to be able to find him in time. He does. He gets the Void down. Lena going to lose her life as well. And that's a quick double kill for Goodnight. BJ down with no buyback, or BG down with no buyback for 60 seconds. Team Stratos moving forward. Are they going to be able to get this tier 3 tower and possibly Rax as well? They're down Frozen, so no Winter's Curse. Fool God does not yet have his Aghanim Scepter, but he does have a Flaming Lasso up. BSJ blinking in, gonna take the Scream of Pain straight up, bashing Queen of Pain to death. Lokarn moving forward, gonna have to be careful. Fool God thinking about the jump in as he's taking the tower damage. Queen of Pain buying back immediately. And it looks like Stratos is just gonna be content to back off. Happy to proc out that buyback.
They're going after Tiger's bottom tower.
So we see the Tuskar with the Gem of True Sight. De-warding. Three PNG players moving mid. Queen of Pain is spotted out. Batrider has yet to be seen. Tuskar, Batrider, waiting in the woods, does have the Aghanim Scepter now, which gives him 2 lassos. A recent upgrade in patch 6.85 means that the Aghanim Sentinel will also grab the nearest ally within 400 yards. And this could spell the end of the game here for Team Stratos if they get caught out of position. Frozen and Slayer in the wrong place at the wrong time. Winter's Curse going down on a Full God. It's going to be enough to take him down before he can get the lasso off. BJ jumping in, Slayer getting down low. BG jumping as well. Light Trek Array going to be enough to take BSJ's TP out. BSJ moving forward, trying to heal himself up, trying to get as much damage done as he can, but the snowball from Tusk is just going to prove to be too much. And that's going to be a double kill going the way of Lena. Stratos losing 4 for 1. And unfortunately, right as the third Roshan is up, that's going to be Roche, Aegis, and Cheese for Team PNG. And things do not look good. For Team Stratos. And there goes the Aegis, going to be picked up by Spectre. Cheese hits the deck. Going to be going the way of the Tusk, and there's really nothing that Stratos can do about that. Queen of Pain picking up a Scythe of Vise. Lokarn hooking onto the creep wave. Glimmer Cape up on Lokarn. No Blade Mail. Came finally up on Frozen. BSJ just struggling this game to find help from his teammates and to deal out the damage that he needs to do. His Full God under the guise of smoke. He does have Blink and Flaming Lasso up. He's moving into the jungle looking for a possible kill. He's going to just miss. Good night. Haunt coming out. They know exactly where Stratos is now. Full God has blown his cover, however. The rest of PNG underneath the smoke still. Warding up. Lokarn jumping in on BG, who has already used his Spectral Haunt. PSJ getting caught out here by the Snowball and the Sonic Wave and the Flaming Lasso. It's going to be enough to bring him down and Frozen, getting a buyback out of PSJ. Slayer losing health quickly. Lokarn jumping back in, going to throw down the Cogs. He's going to trap 3 of them, but not enough to save his teammate. Slayer down as well. BSJ jumping back in, possibly a dieback here. Slayer buying back as well. Queen of Pain still with a double damage rune up. BSJ is going to have to be really careful going at BG. BG going to pop the Manta style, and PSJ going down once again. Slayer coming in with Focus Fire, going to take down the Lena, but merely a consolation prize at this point. Good night. Is he going to be able to get out? No, he's not. Slayer turning around, hoping not to lose his life twice. Shadow Strike coming out from the Queen of Pain. Slayer not knowing what to do, turns back around. Has the wind run going, but it looks like it's just not going to be enough. His hesitance is his undoing, and BG, excuse me, just absolutely running through this Stratos team. And this does not look good for Team Stratos. The Aegis has gone down, however, the cheese wasn't even used in that fight. Stratos, however, facing elimination, not willing to concede until the throne is down.
Oh boy, Dyer's middle tower is under attack. Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane, Full God jumping in, grabs onto Goodnight. Okay, taking the brunt of Winter's Curse, possibly going to go down to the Queen of Pain. Nope, not enough damage. BG taking down the tier 2 middle tower. Goodnight still down, Slayer down for 3 more seconds. Frozen down as well. Buyback is up on Goodnight. Buyback is going to come out. Full God going to be hit. Lokarn jumping in. Manages to trap 2 in the cogs, but all these Force Staffs on the other team's not going to do him a bit of good. Sonic Wave comes out, and that's going to be the end of Lokarn. BSJ going down as well. And that's GG! Stratos. Falling to Team PNG. PNG on a roll here. First taking out Team Mischief, and now Stratos Gaming. And I do believe that is going to be it for today. Thank you, everybody who's been watching. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/RafiDota, if you want to get updates on when I go live. And I hope to see you back here next time. Thank you for watching.